For Oregon State, they will bring out 25th ranked Cleveland Belton. He is a redshirt senior from Oregon State. And 10-6, 14-3 for number 7 ranked Tagen Jamison, the redshirt freshman from Durant, Oklahoma. And he has been a pleasant surprise since transferring in from Minnesota. He and Spratley both, but Tagen Jamison has just started strong and continued.
Yes, you're exactly right about that, Jay. And that's one thing Coach Smith has talked about, you know, just the energy level that both of these young men have brought into the room. Tagen's had a good, you know, they've been on the road pretty much since December 8th, right? It's January 21st today. And he's just like Coach Smith has mentioned, man, he's just doing what he does. He's aggressive. He's being offensive. And bottom line, he's just wrestling tough.
And the fans here are pretty excited. They got a good crowd. And you think about it, December 10th was the last dual match here. So that was 42 days ago, exactly 6 weeks ago to the day. And fans have been saying, we want to see some good wrestling back in this arena. So they are, I think they're pretty excited about this. And, of course, a great opponent coming in. Oregon State, a very good, strong team, and Chris Pendleton coming back. And Mark Munoz being back in the building to watch his son.
Munoz, some alumni back today. Today is Coach Chris Pendleton's birthday today. Told him I wasn't going to say his age out there, but today is his birthday for sure.
We looked it up, but he paid us heavily not to give the number.
Right. Right. A little filling out process right here between these two young men. And obviously no significant attacks yet. Nobody's putting any points on the board. So minute and a half left, and still trying to figure each other out.
Jamison physically very strong for this weight class and was going along really well. Then he got dinged up a little bit. I believe that was at the duel in Norman, if I'm not mistaken, and had to
missed a duel.
Had to chill out the rest of that match and not be aggressive, and missed a duel, and finally seems to be okay after coming back.
Yeah, and he's had some good wins. You know, they just dueled West Virginia and Pittsburgh on the road. They went Pittsburgh first. He beat Cole Matthews. After that, he wrestled Jordan Titus from West Virginia. It was a 4-2 match. Jamison was definitely the aggressor in that match. This is where he's tough. Good job by Belton there going far ankle.
Nice. So he's in that whizzer. Got the far ankle away, and it looked like he was going to be in trouble, but then suddenly he was not. And we'll see what comes of this scramble.
Jamison's got both knees behind. He's going to try to rubber arm out if he can.
If he could limp arm out of there, he'd be in good shape. But Belton doing a great job. Probably going to get a stalemate here, maybe. And there it is right there. So good defense by Belton to stay out of the trouble. He's ranked 23rd. Our rankings, by the way, individually are from Intermat, the team rankings, National Wrestling Coaches Association.
Belton's keeping that.
Ooh, almost a little ankle pick there, but didn't have it.
Belton was looking for a throw by in that position. He almost got it. Jamison was able to keep his balance there.
Short final 3 seconds. We'll go nothing to the second. It is Belton's choice, and he defers, so Jamison chooses bottom. Actually, the coaches chose it for him. He looked over to make sure. I like the Oregon State singlets. I think those are sharp looking.
I was thinking the same thing.
Black with the orange around the legs.
Got the beaver on the back.
The beaver on the back. Just they look good.
Yeah, they do.
Of course, Oklahoma State, the traditional all orange with the black and white trim around the chest and the legs. And Jamison up and he got the 1-0 lead.
Belton's keeping that real low stance, kind of in a three-point stance. Putting that one knee on the mat. Jamison's got to be careful that he doesn't get baited into being too aggressive in that position.
Still just 1-0. The escape early and got the blood timeout here.
I think Belton might have bit his lip on that sequence over there on the edge of the mat.
That's one of these great afternoons where the weather's chilly, but no issues really.
Right.
And so people are able to get in here for this. You never know in January what you might have from home athletic events.
Exactly, right.
Here or in this part of the country, and certainly out in the upper Northwest at Corvallis, Oregon.
And I love these parts and watching these coaches continue to coach these athletes on the side. Got Coach Perry and Coach Smith and Nate and Roden over here. Pendleton just sat down and fighting for their athletes, man. Coaching.
So here we go. Resume in the second period. 1:19 left in this period. Just the escape by Jamison, the only scoring.
Belton's got something in there, man. That double or single is coming. He just hadn't fired one just yet.
He's 9-4, and I'm sorry, 14 and I'll get it right. Jamison's 14-3, and Belton's 10-6.
I said there's been one significant attack by Jamison on that single leg. There it is again, but look for Belton to follow something up off of Jamison's attack, right? Because he's starting to close that gap just a little bit right after Jamison shoots. So I'm interested to see this next sequence. Jamison takes a shot, see if Belton fires something as a counterattack afterwards.
Jamison likes to work in close. There's a double leg by Belton, and there it is, a nice one. So he goes up 3-1.
I had a sense that was coming, right? Short time at the end of the period. It's 15 seconds left. This is a big escape if Jamison escapes.
He got it, so 3-2 on the board now. Under 10 seconds.
There's what I was talking about right there, Jay.
Well, I was talking about the short time takedowns, and especially with the three-pointer, even giving up the escape, he picked up 2.
Here's this takedown by Belton. He baited Jamison. He stayed right there, caught him right flat-footed, runs his feet, ends up securing his 3 points. I mean, he set that up perfectly there.
Belton's choice to start the third. He goes underneath. He has the 1-point lead. And he has 29 seconds riding time, but he'll lose a little bit of that at least. So quick switch tried by Belton up to his feet, getting rid of the hands, and he's out of there and leads 4-2.
Okay, there has not been any stall calls. And I think that last shot by Belton will keep the ref off his back in all due respect, right? He has scored the only takedown in this match. Now, Jamison's going to have to find that sense of urgency to go get that 3 points. Belton's been doing a good job of staying in the center of the mat. He hadn't been pushed out yet, so.
Jamison working on the head, had heavy hands on the head.
Yep.
Trying to pop that head down.
It is.
There,
oh, that's a good lock. Good lock, high in the crotch. Let's see if he strong back right here is what they say.
Good sprawl by Jamison. Reaches through the waist. Nobody going anywhere, so we'll get a stalemate with 1:11 left in the match. And a 4-2 count on the board in favor of Belton.
Got more blood on the mat.
So Jamison has a lot of work to do here to avoid Oklahoma State's second upset. Or that's not really an upset. The first was 16 versus 19.
Yeah.
I'd say upset. There's Chris Pendleton talking to Belton, but I'd say upset at 25 only because a pin rather than just a regular decision.
Gotcha.
Not really an upset, but maybe 3 unexpected bonus points there. Of course, the coaches will say, oh, no, I expected us to get the bonus.
They're getting Belton all cleaned up. Finish this last minute at 11. He's got a 2-point lead right now. Here we go.
Good action here. Not a lot of scoring, but a lot of good action in this match.
A lot of good hand fighting. No stall calls.
Jamison trying to keep pressure on the head, popping down. Gets in on a high crotch stall warning against Belton, but that's just a warning. Jamison really picked up the pace.
They got to keep wrestling. No whistles have been blown.
Yep. No whistle, so you got to keep going.
You got to keep going.
Belton is still playing the edge.
He's
off, and with only they were both off.
They're both off.
They didn't stop it. 27
playing the edge.
Left.
There's another stall call,
but still 4-3 Belton. Jamison has 19 seconds left to get something going.
You got to put a combination together here, Jay.
Boy, still stalling by Belton. He's really playing it close to the edge here, but only 8 seconds left. 5 seconds. Oh, he almost has 2, but they're off.
Oh, he's going to call that action.
They were off, but only 3 seconds left, and it looks like Belton will escape with the 1-point win.
You gotta go!
2-1, and that will do it. 4-3, the victory for Belton. So 9-5, the Beavers go up.
Good job by Belton there. He wrestled a smart match. Good match.
Now, a lot of fans from Oklahoma State will say,